Hello everybody, my name is Aaron aka Pullin'Teeth and welcome to Metal Gear Solid. So, those of you who are unaware, I did one video on Metal Gear Solid 2 some time ago, didn't get very far, and decided not to pick it back up again because I still hadn't played this game. And I know it's a classic. It is the ultimate, PlayStation 1 Metal Gear game, and I saw that it was available for like 15 quid on the PlayStation Network and went, you know what, considering Metal Gear Solid Delta's just come out, I feel it's the perfect time to dive in. I know a lot about this game, I know a lot about like some of the story, but I have never played it. I have never seen a full playthrough of it. I just know bits of lore and bits about the characters and stuff. So we're diving in. What do we have here? Okay. Metal Gear Solid, originally released in 1998. Special missions. Metal Gear Solid VR missions. Metal Gear Solid Integral, originally released in Japan in 1999. English audio only. Well, I suppose we start at the beginning. We're going in English UK. Start the game? Let's go. I will need to experience this for myself, as I never have. Dun, 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 dun. Although I know that noise. I know that noise very, very well. That sound is iconic. Now, the only experience with the original Metal Gear Solid I ever had was on a demo disc, if you remember demo discs. And it was the very, I believe, the very opening section. We're in Alaska. The very opening section leading to the lift, and because I was very young, I did not know what to do, how to do it, and I failed miserably. See if I still fail miserably now. God, this makes me happy.
Nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by Next Generation Special Forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss. And they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson.
Okay.
And the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker.
Okay.
Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike. Stop them if they do.
Alright. Makes sense.
Method? We'll approach the disposal facility by sub. And then we'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
Jesus, the G's in that thing.
High-tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound's squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes. This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Great. Dumped in with no support. Gotta love it. Oh, that's just opening cutscene. Okay. I thought that was diving us straight into the game. God, I love this. Oh, wait. Options. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at my options. Sound. What's my... Okay, I have no other options on sound. Captions are on. Vibrations, yep. Vibration test, weak. Strong. Okay, both work. I'll just do it as it's normal. We can't turn any of the things down. We got briefings. Do we just have a look at the briefings?
It's been a long time, Snake.
I should have known you were behind this, Colonel.
Why is he blonde?
That's no way to greet an old war buddy, Snake.
Why is he naked?
What do you want from me?
I just invited you here so we could have a talk.
Invited? That's what you call sending armed soldiers after me?
Sorry if they were a little rough with you. But we've got a serious situation here. Only you can get us out of it.
Okay.
I'm retired from Foxhound. You're not my commander anymore, and I don't have to take orders from you or anyone else.
You will take these orders. I know it.
Excuse me.
Who's this?
Dr. Naomi Hunter. She's chief of Foxhound's medical staff and an expert in gene therapy.
Alright.
Are you military?
No, civilian. I've been sent here from ATGC. Pleasure to meet you, Snake.
Pleasure's all
Don't
mine.
worry. This injection won't hurt a bit.
What's the shot for?
What's wrong? You don't like shots?
No, more
Snake,
just
listen
you're
up.
putting something in my body without
It
telling me
all
what
went
it
down
is.
5 hours ago. Heavily armed soldiers occupied Shadow Moses Island, a remote island off the coast of Alaska.
What?
I don't trust Naomi already.
Next generation special forces, led by members of Unit Foxhound. They've presented Washington with a single demand, and they say that if it isn't met, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
A nuclear
Okay.
weapon?
I'm afraid so. You see, the island is the site of a secret nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Foxhound hijacking a nuclear weapon?
Now you understand how serious the situation is.
Yeah, a lot of this seems very fishy.
You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, and the president of Arms Tech, Kenneth Baker.
Right.
They're both being held as hostages.
Those are some heavy-duty hostages.
Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to launch a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do. Any questions, Snake?
Questions? I haven't even said whether I'd accept this mission.
Well, you can make up your mind after you hear more about the situation.
Okay. This already seems a bit questionable. This Naomi character's just come and stuck me with a needle and then didn't actually tell me what it was. Just completely avoided the question. This chief is our old boss of the same unit which has supposedly gone and captured this nuke and these hostages. And yet, the chief is perfectly on our side and fine. No explanation as to why this old unit of ours has suddenly gone terrorist and stolen nukes and has these hostages. And we've been dragged in to do this without our permission, without asking us first, and we're essentially not even being told if we're doing it. We're just told, there you go, you are. We don't get a say in the matter. A lot of this is very questionable.
Tell me about the nuclear weapon disposal facility.
The disposal facility includes a hardened underground base.
Okay.
Even with our most advanced intelligence gathering equipment, we can't tell what's happening inside.
So someone needs to penetrate, gather intelligence, and report back. Sounds like a spy movie. What's the insertion method?
Well, an air insertion is impossible.
Not with this storm going on.
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
Approach?
Yes, within a few miles of it. The facility is equipped with sonar detection capabilities. They'd be able to hear our engine or propeller noise.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV.
Launch?
Same as a torpedo, only this has no propulsion device of its own. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
You want me to swim in sub-zero Alaskan water?
Don't worry. That suit represents the latest advances in polythermal technology. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes. This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
No time limit.
What's the time limit?
24 hours. They say they'll launch after 24 hours.
It's not so bad.
Do they say what the target will be?
So far, they haven't mentioned the target.
When did the countdown start?
5 hours ago.
Okay, so it's still plenty of time. Still 19 hours. We can work with 19 hours. Convenient shadows.
Colonel, who are you speaking for?
Naturally, I'm representing the U.S. government.
So who's in
Naturally.
supervisory control of this operation?
The President of the United States.
Which means that the President must be meeting with his top aides in the map room about now, huh?
No, at this point they're still video conferencing with each other.
If that's a real nuclear warhead, shouldn't they issue a COG?
Not yet. The Secretary of Defense has operational control and is fully aware of the situation. After you infiltrate, if you determine they possess nuclear launch capabilities, a COG will be issued.
Well, if they haven't relocated to the nuclear shelter under Mount Washington, I suppose there isn't that much reason to worry yet. Is the National Security Agency in on this?
Yes. So is the DIA, the Defense Intelligence Agency.
The DIA? I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this.
Only
They'll be
just.
sending us some support.
We don't need desk jockeys. We need a nuclear weapons specialist.
Of course. A nuclear weapons specialist has already been assigned to us.
Which is... I suppose we're about to find out.
We need backup from a specialist. I'm just an amateur when it comes to nuclear weapons.
I know. That's why I've requested the assistance of a military analyst named Nastasha Romanenko. She'll be providing you backup by codec.
A female analyst?
She's built
What's
up an
wrong with that?
impressive record as an advisor for the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. Contact her if you have any questions. She's also an expert on high-tech weapons.
Okay.
Where's she working from?
At her home in Los Angeles.
California. Seems like
No,
a
the
million
other Los
miles
Angeles.
away.
Yeah, it is a million miles away, to be fair. But that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Colonel, you're retired. Why are you involved in this?
Because there aren't many people who know Foxhound as well as I do.
Is that really the only reason?
I've been soldiering for a long time. I don't know anything else. I guess even though I'm getting a little old, I still love to be in the field.
Colonel, you're a lousy liar. Tell me the real reason.
Okay, Snake. Sorry.
Read her
I'll be
like a
frank.
book.
A person very dear to me is being held hostage.
Who is it?
My niece, Meryl.
Your niece is being held hostage? Meryl. I suppose we're about to find out more about Meryl.
What was your niece doing here?
Several soldiers were reported missing the day of the revolt. And my niece was one of those called in as an emergency replacement.
Right.
She looks like you.
She's my little brother's girl. He died in the Gulf War. And since then, I've been watching after her.
A personal motive, Colonel. That's not very soldierly.
I'm retired. I'm just an old man now. And I'm your friend.
Since when are we friends?
I've thought of us as friends since the fall of Zanzibar.
Has received
My personality, I
psychotherapy
don't
not
have
to be
too many
attracted to the
friends.
opposite
That's
sex.
what I trust about you. It's what makes you human.
She
Please,
received psychotherapy to be gay.
save my niece, Meryl.
All right. But I have two conditions.
Name them.
1, no more secrets between us. I want complete disclosure at all times. And 2, I'll only accept orders directly from you, Colonel. No cutoffs involved, okay?
Agreed. That's why I was called. But one thing,
What?
I'm not a colonel anymore. Just a retired old warhorse.
I understand, Colonel.
You're still a colonel to me, damn it. Alright, so the colonel has been roped back into this, not just because it's his old unit, but because his niece is there, Meryl. That makes a little bit more sense. It's a bit strange that she is there. That's still a little questionable. But it makes more sense why the colonel's involved. And why he's being a little
That
dodgy about
doctor,
this.
Is she part of this operation too?
She was in charge of Foxhound's gene therapy. She knows more about those men than anyone else.
You mean you've seen them naked?
Make no mistake, I'm not a nurse. I'm a scientist.
By the way, what was that injection for?
It's a combination of nanomachines and an anti-freezing peptide so that your blood and other bodily fluids don't freeze, even at subarctic temperatures.
Okay, so
Nanomachines.
you've at
Not
least
just
told
one
us.
kind either. There are different types which will replenish the supply of adrenaline, nutrition, and sugar in your bloodstream.
Now I don't have to worry about food.
I also put some nootropics in there.
Say what?
Nootropics. A class of drugs which will help improve your mental functioning.
It'll make me smarter, huh? Anything else?
Yes, Benzedrine. It's a type of stimulant. It'll keep you alert and responsive for 12 straight hours.
That was quite a cocktail. Anything else in there?
Understandable.
Those nanomachines will also keep your Codex batteries charged up.
I guess I can call you when I'm ready to go on a diet.
You're welcome.
Okay. Still a little shady that you did that before even telling us. Alright.
The chief of DARPA and the president of an arms manufacturing company. What business did they have at a nuclear weapons disposal facility?
The truth is that secret exercises were being conducted at the time the terrorist group attacked.
Must be extremely important exercises if those two were directly involved. Were they testing some kind of new advanced weapon?
I'm not privy to that information.
Do we know exactly where they're being held?
The DARPA chief has also been injected with a mini-transmitter. As you get closer, you should be able to pick up his location on your radar.
Alright, so no then. Just as I get close, I'll probably find at least one of them.
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuclear missile?
They say they do. They even gave us the serial number of the warhead they plan to use.
Was the number confirmed?
I'm afraid so. At the very least, they've got their hands on a real nuclear warhead.
Isn't there some kind of safety device to prevent this type of terrorism?
Yes. Every missile and warhead in our arsenal is equipped with a PAL, which uses a discrete detonation code.
PAL.
Permissive Action Link. A
Okay.
safety control system built into all nuclear weapon systems. But even so, we can't rest easy.
Why not?
Because the DARPA chief knows the detonation code.
And that explains
But
why
even
they've
if
got
they
him.
have a
Okay.
nuclear warhead, it must have been removed from its missile. All the missiles on these disposal sites are supposed to be dismantled. It's not that easy to get your hands on an ICBM.
That used to be true. But since the end of the Cold War, you can get anything if you have enough money and the right connections.
The more things change, eh? The more they stay the same. Not like Kojima to be political.
How well armed are these terrorists? I know there was an exercise going on at the time they revolted.
They're heavily armed, I'm afraid.
What about their battle experience?
The 6 members of Foxhound in charge are all hardened veterans. They're tough enough to eat nails and ask for seconds.
I wouldn't expect anything less from Foxhound.
The others are next-generation special forces. They're not your average grunts either.
Oh, that it? Okay. That was a short one. So what is it they wanted again?
So what exactly are they demanding?
A person's remains.
Remains?
That's right. To be more accurate, cell specimens which contain the individual's genomic information.
Cell specimens? Why would they want that?
The terrorists need them. You see, these next-generation special forces have been strengthened through gene therapy.
Strengthened?
You've heard of the Human Genome Project. They've been mapping the human genome, and they're nearly finished. Following up on this research, the military has been working towards identifying those genes which are responsible for making effective soldiers.
Right.
There are genes that do that?
Yes. And using gene therapy, they're able to transplant those genes into regular soldiers.
Gene
So
therapy?
they're trying to Captain America
I
this shit,
understand this
basically.
With gene therapy, we can remove those genes which we know may lead to sickness or disease, and at the same time splice in genes with beneficial effects, such as resistance to cancer, for example.
In other words, we can overcome all sorts of genetic diseases, and at the same time add genetic characteristics as desired.
Okay. And so if you knew what genes were responsible for making the perfect soldier, you could implant them in the same way, right?
That makes
Yes,
sense.
we could.
But it all depends on being able to isolate and identify those soldier genes.
And in order to do that, it's helpful if you can study the genomic information of one of the greatest soldiers ever.
And that's who they're after. The remains of one of the greatest soldiers ever. Okay. They
One
mentioned
of the
Big
greatest
Boss.
soldiers ever?
Oh,
The
here we
man
go.
they call the greatest warrior of the 20th century.
You don't mean Big Boss.
There he
That's
is.
right. We've been working feverishly to identify the genes responsible for his incredible combat skill. So far, we've discovered about 60 of the so-called soldier genes.
So his body was recovered after all.
Yes, and his cells have remained frozen in a cryo chamber. His genomic information is a priceless treasure to mankind.
Priceless to the military, perhaps.
His body was burned severely, but it was possible to restore his DNA profile from just a single strand of his hair.
You people are amazing. And then you're gonna transplant those genes into soldiers?
Yes. We'll use a process that I discovered called gene targeting. The strongest soldiers don't become what they are by acquiring their skills through training or experience. We now know that hereditary factors are far more crucial for creating superior soldiers.
That you
Snake, we
found?
can't give them his body. It's potentially more dangerous than all the nuclear warheads on that island put together.
I hear the terrorists are calling themselves the Sons of Big Boss.
The sons of Big Boss?
Just backing up a second. The process that you found? So they're planning on using the process you found with his genetic code. There's something fishy about this. Starting to get the impression that the good guys
Tell me
might not
about
all
these
be the good
next-generation
guys.
Special forces.
They started out as an anti-terrorist special ops unit, made up of former members of biochem units, technical escort units, and the Nuclear Emergency Surge Team. Their purpose was to respond to threats involving next-generation weapons of mass destruction, including NBC weapons.
Until they were added, that is.
Who's they?
These guys didn't start out as regular army.
Looks like a pretty international group. Mercenaries?
Yeah, and it gets worse. Most of them were from a merc agency that I think you're familiar with. They were part of Big Boss's private guard.
Right.
After Big Boss went down, the military just bought out all their contracts.
Outer heaven.
After that, they were merged with our own VR unit, Force 21, and retrained. If you ask me, these so-called next-generation special forces should be called simulated soldiers. They have no real battle experience.
Video game players, huh?
Hey.
Don't forget they've all been strengthened with gene therapy. They carry genes which make them excellent soldiers. Don't get careless just because they don't have much experience.
I thought using genetically modified soldiers was prohibited by international law.
Yes, but
You
those are
think
just
people pay
declarations,
attention to
not
that?
actual treaties.
The interesting thing is that nearly every member of the unit conspired in this attack.
You said nearly. Who didn't?
How could an entire unit be subverted to rebellion?
They're calling it a revolution.
Since they all went through the same gene therapy, they probably felt closer than brothers. They see the unit as their only family.
The sons of Big Boss. But if they were regular army, they must have been interviewed periodically by army counselors.
According to their files, they all got straight A's on their psychological tests. They all seemed like fine, upstanding, patriotic soldiers.
But they all took part in the uprising?
No, several people didn't show up on the day of the exercise. That's why there was a resupply of troops.
Was there any sign recently that something might be wrong?
There was a report a month ago that they were acting strangely.
Apparently they consulted classified information about the soldier genes and performed their own gene therapy experiments.
They can do that even without you?
Well, our gene therapy process is almost completely automated. And besides that, they're all geniuses with IQs over 180.
Even the existence of this genome army is a national secret of the highest order. We've been hoping to investigate this thing quietly and deal with it behind closed doors.
How well's that been going for you? Whenever something like that's kept a secret, it always comes across as shadier and more people want to get involved and expose it. Sounds like being up front, Marge.
High-tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of. An elite group combining firepower and expertise. They're every bit as good as when I was commanding them.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities.
Right.
Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter.
Okay.
Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter.
Looks like a lovely bunch of folks. Too bad we'll be meeting under these circumstances.
And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound's squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
Yes. And you're the only person who can stand against him.
Convenient. Liquid Snake versus Solid Snake. Is there a gas snake too? Tell me about him. What do we know?
Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake. The man with the same codename as you.
Tell me what you know.
He fought in the Gulf War as a teenager, the youngest person in the SAS. His job was to track down and destroy mobile Scud missile launching platforms. You were there too, I believe. Didn't you infiltrate Western Iraq with a platoon of Green Berets?
I was just a kid myself back then.
The details are classified, but it seems that originally he penetrated the Middle East as a sleeper for the SIS.
He was a spy for the British Secret Intelligence Service?
But he never once showed his face in Century House. He was taken prisoner in Iraq, and after that there was no trace of him for several years. After you retired, he was rescued and became a member of Foxhound.
I thought that by the time I left, they were no longer using code names.
I don't know his real name. That information is so highly classified that even I can't look at it. Here's a photo of him. Pretty shocking, huh? His skin tone is different, but otherwise you two are exact duplicates.
I have a twin?
I don't know the details,
Looks like.
but it seems so. That's why we really need you for this mission.
You're the only one who can beat him. Now that I've met you, I know. You've got something that he doesn't. I can see it in your eyes.
Why don't I find that thought more comforting?
You're a realist. You know the implications that go along with that. I feel like that's everything. We're half an hour in of it. Oh.
I need to borrow your scissors.
What are you going to do?
Don't worry, just gonna clean myself up a little.
Huh?
I don't want to be mistaken for the leader of the terrorists.
Yeah, so he gives himself his iconic look. Well, we're half an hour in and we haven't even started yet. I've got to do at least some. We'll go normal. Commencing mission, here we go. Alright. Yeah, this is the bit that was in the demo. The only bit I know. I don't even know it that well. Okay.
Stay alert. He'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
Is that liquid? I think that's liquid. Looking with 2 inept guards, liquid, thank you. Appreciate it.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface.
Okay.
Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85.
I can see that in front of
the
me.
codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you,
touchpad.
the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Now, the only thing that I know about this is there's a rush in here. That I am aware of. Oh god. Right, I don't know any of the other buttons. Okay, that's crouch. And crawl. Punch. Block. I think. First person. That's my items. Other items. Okay. Just wait for him to go. Is that a rat? Okay. Puddle there, that's probably not good. It's easier with the touchpad, okay. He's there. That guy over there didn't see me. Don't come down here, turn. They had no idea. They're dumb. Oop, shit. That was wrong. I'm bad at this. Turns out. They're both out. Okay. Note to self. Don't do it that way.
Snake! What happened? Snake! Snake!
Snake! At least we got the iconic snake before the end of the first episode. Right. Let's try this again. I'm guessing maybe the square button is not a block button, it might actually be grab. Dude, are you gonna move? There we go. Oh, I didn't get the rations, did I? I need to go and grab those. Give me you. So he's dipped all the way over there. Okay, let's try this again this time. So I'm going to not just run over and punch him. That did not work. It knocked him down, but it didn't take him out. Oh. Oh, okay. The lift's here already? I think I'm just try and make my way over to it. Maybe I don't need to touch these guys at all. Uh-oh.
What was that noise?
That was my trip up to the lift without anybody noticing me. That actually works surprisingly well. Stealth, baby. Run in a puddle, lead them the wrong way. Mad that that works. Just gonna dump all this shit in the lift. But I wear the headband. This is set in 2005? Game came out in 1998, but I think it's set in 2005. Well, obviously headbands very very fashionable. I say that taking the piss, but I used to wear a bandana quite a lot. When I had the hair to make the bandana thing work. You know, now that I'm in my early 30s, I no longer have the hair for it. Once again, thanks Dad and jeans. Speaking of jeans. Okay.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An
True.
anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Alright, so we're doing a distraction. A straight up look over there.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
Control's going mental with vibration right now. Okay. Well, I'm glad the helicopter's not in our way anymore.
There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Yeah, but say hello.
Sorry, I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system.
Okay.
Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
God
No,
damn it,
I'm
Snake.
serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Snake!
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Snake.
Yeah. I'm looking forward
Keep
to
the
learning
snake
about
away.
the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you. He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get
Okay.
whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Fair enough. Makes sense.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology.
Well,
You
yeah.
won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice. I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Oh, so is that how we save the game?
Except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
Excuse
I'll
me.
hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
Alright, I'm not doing this.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in.
I mean, could. I don't think it would work, though.
And one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
Okay, the game's just gonna do this for me, I'll take
What
it.
about the air duct near the door?
Ah,
There
I
should also
see.
be a duct on the second floor.
Okay, so one or the other. Basically, I need to go and crawl in through, like, an air vent or an air
I
duct.
can't see it from here.
One up top, one at the bottom.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
Well, alright then. What was it, 9-6, was it? Oh, wrong button. Is that it?
What's up, Snake?
Oh, that's it. I wanted to save. Sweet.
Snake, remember what the Gaul said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China. But I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
God damn it, Snake. Oh, that's the wrong button.
You call...
Thanks. But we are going to leave the episode there, so thank you everybody so much for joining me in this one. It has been a genuine pleasure as per usual. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill, all the fun stuff. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.